of you. I am Rajesh Kumar, science teacher of Pratapgarh School, Pathankot. Our main chapter is heredity and evolution. This is the third video, third lecture. Okay. In this lecture, we will discuss on the topics like sex determination in human beings, importance of variation, and then speciation. Okay. Let's start. Sex determination in human beings. As we know that in humans, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Out of these 23 pairs of chromosomes, 22 pair of chromosomes are called as autosomes and one pair is called as sex chromosome. In male, the sex chromosome is XY. In female, the sex chromosome is XX. In male, XY. In female, XX. Okay. Now, if the sperm having X chromosome or the X chromosome of X chromosome when fused with the X chromosome of the female, okay, when the male X chromosome fused with the female X chromosome, and there will be a girl, okay, and if the male Y chromosome fused with the female X chromosome, there will be male, okay, as shown in diagram. See, male in male XY chromosomes, female both X chromosomes. Then when the X of male combined with the X of female, the girl child form, and then the male Y chromosome combined with the female X chromosome, the male child form. Okay, this is all about the sex determination in human beings. Okay, it means that only Y chromosome is responsible for the production of male child. Okay, for the male child. Okay, so we can say that totally males are responsible for the child, whether girl or boy. There is no involvement of female for male child or for female child. Means not responsible. Females are not responsible for the child. Okay, it is the male who is responsible for the child. Okay, so don't blame girls or females. Next, variation may or may not help organism to survive. Okay, some variation help organism to survive. There are some beetles living in a green bushes. I already discussed with you in the first lecture. They increase their number by reproduction. Crows can easily see the red beetles and they are eaten by the crows. During reproduction, due to some variation, some green beetles are produced instead of red beetles. The green beetles are not visible to crows because of the surrounding is also green. Okay, the green beetles are not visible to the crow and not eaten by them. Then gradually the population of the red beetle decreases and the population of green beetles increases. This variation, we can say that this variation helps organism to survive and to increase their number. Help the organism to increase their number. Okay, B part. Some variation do not help organism to survive. Okay, take an example. During sexual reproduction, a color variation occur in red beetles and some blue beetles are produced instead of red beetles. Both the red and blue beetles are visible to the crows and are eaten by them. Then the population of both red and blue beetle decreases. This variation has not helped the organism to survive. Okay, see, acquired traits cannot be passed from one generation to next generation. See, we know there are some inherited traits and some are acquired traits. Inherited traits, the traits which are inherited from the parents, and acquired traits which we acquire during lifetime. Okay, for example, if the population of beetles increases and the plants are affected by disease, okay, on which they depend indirectly or directly, then the food available for the beetles decreases and their body weight also decreases. If after a few years the availability of food increases, then the body weight of a beetles also increases. This acquired trait cannot be passed from one generation to next generation because this trait is not because of the DNA. Okay, the acquired traits are not due to the DNA. Inherited traits are due to the DNA, which can transfer to the next generation. Okay. Next is speciation. Speciation is actually a formation of a new species from the existing species. Okay, what is speciation? Speciation is the formation of a new species from the existing species. Okay, the formation of a new species from the existing species is mainly due to the one or more of the following factors. They are accumulation of variation. The speciation may be due to accumulation of variation, physical barriers, genetic drift, natural selection, and migration. Okay. First, accumulation of variation. The difference between the individuals of the same species is called variations. The accumulation of variation over several generations produce new species. Okay. Physical barriers. Population may get separated by physical barriers like mountains, rivers, lakes, etc. These isolated groups produce variation which can produce new species. Third, genetic drift. Natural calamities or introduction of new members of the same species in an area can produce changes in the gene pool of the population, and new variations are produced which can produce new species. Then natural selection. Only those individuals of a species which have useful variations and can adapt to the changes in the environment survive and other die. These organisms can produce variations and new species. Okay, natural selection means nature selected um, the stronger ones. Okay, it is called a natural selection. Okay, nature can sometimes nature can also brings variation in an organism and survive, and that organism can survive according to the circumstances or according to a surrounding situation. Then migration. Okay, some individual migrate from one place to another place. Okay, because of competition, because of geographical problem. Okay, because of any disasters problem, natural problem. Okay, to adjust the surrounding, and for to adjust the surrounding they need to develop some variations. Okay, and we know that speciation is a formation of a new species from the existing species, so migration also be a major cause for the speciation. Okay, I hope you understand all these concepts. Okay, this was the third lecture of chapter Heredity in Evolution. Meet you soon in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you, have a nice day.